Honestly, you two have been coming to me for about 3 months. I understand the stress you're under involving your friend's disappointment in his inability to be seen. However, I feel that the best way to help him is to first address your problems. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning.
His parents just divorced. His dad was very mean, and his mother brought him to our town to protect him. He didn't know anyone at our school, and the other kids ignored him. But I wanted to help him. He understood me. Sometimes he would and she wasn't able to go because of her wheelchair.
You don't think he left her because he had to take care of her all the time?
My dad was a good man.
I understand. Well, if your dad was so good, then how did you turn out so fucked up?
I had an uncle that stopped by the house sometimes, and he did me over right when I was 13. So that kind of fucks up your whole life.
Well, if you think that's important, then we'll talk about that. In what ways did your uncle help you?
He didn't help me. He shoved a fucking ball in my mouth, duct taped my mouth, bent me over, and raped me in the ass.
You don't think he left because he had to take care of her all the time?
My dad was a good man, which is besides the point. The important thing is, I walked in on him crying, holding a bottle of my sleeping pills. I'm sorry. I know I said I wouldn't say anything to him, but he's here to help.
Alright, well, if that's what you feel is important, then we'll discuss that. What do you think caused him to be so distraught?
He hasn't had a normal life like all of us. They didn't even let him try out for the high school football team. He's never been on a date. He just hasn't had the life experiences all of us have had.
Do you think this is your fault? You're the one confining him. You created him. In order to help you deal with your parents' divorce, you need to let him go and let him live his life.
I let him live his life. I buy him whatever he wants. I bought him the condo and everything in it. He's happy.
Did he say he was happy, or did you say he said it? If he's so happy, then why did he try to kill himself?
Alright, I said it. But I get him everything he wants. And he's still depressed. And that's why I'm here, and you still haven't addressed that.
But I have. You're not listening to me. Is it possible that you created him in order to overcome the struggles with your parents? You've never let him go. Over the years, he's evolved into an embodiment of yourself, and you only need him now as a comfort blanket that you pull out when you're scared. He's depressed because you're depressed. He's all in your head. He is your creation. The first step to dealing with people in your state is to help you recognize that you have a problem and that he's not real.
He is real. I see him. I talk to him. I walked in on him trying to kill himself. Everyone just doesn't see him because people don't open their eyes. They're afraid to believe in things they can't see. The world is cruel and closed-minded, and so are you.
There is no him. There's only you. A you that craves to meet new friends, to spread your wings, to overcome your past. A past that is the stone that's holding you back. It's going to be okay. You need to let him go for his sake and for your sake.
Don't say that. What are you doing? He's disappearing.
See, you need him, and that's why he's existed. My advice to you is to move on with your life. You lead a good life. You have a nice job, a nice condo, enjoy it. And schedule an appointment with my secretary for 2 weeks from now. I'm afraid our time's up. We did it! You are free! You can come live at my farm with others like you. Others that can see and talk to you. I have to say that the disappearing act was brilliant. You will finally be understood, appreciated. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I have another appointment. I hate old women with cats. Filling the human void by putting animals in is just silly.